What's good, Fit Fam? It's your guy, the Push-Up Guy, coming with you with another content, another, I wouldn't say workout, but you can add this to your workout if you are trying to increase your pull-ups or start doing pull-ups or improve your pull-ups. Wherever you are from your journey, this is the perfect, the great tool to put in your workout, your routine, to get you going from 0 to 10, 0 to 100. You could, I would say double it, but depending on where you at, it might not be a lot. And depending on where you at, it might be over exaggerated. You know, if you can do 50, I don't think you're gonna double it to 100, but you gonna get, you know, if you plateau, you're gonna get 5 more, 10 more. Whereas if you only could do 1, doubling it is 2. Now we're gonna be able to do at least 10. All right. So with this starting, well, I should have did with the other program. You gotta find out where you at in the first place. So for some of y'all probably already know what your max is at. So day 1, day 0, wherever you want to call it, we putting day intro and the first workout exercises together. So we're gonna see what our max is, or what my max is. We all gonna see. I did a little workout, some muscle ups. So yeah, no excuses, but you just let y'all know. I probably could do. I know I could do 10. So if I don't do 10, that is why. Right, and then after this, we'll get into the exercises and, you know, what you need to do and all that. So we're gonna start. It's no time limit. It's just that you're done as soon as you let go of the bar. Keyword: when you let go, that's when you're done. As long as you're hanging, you still can go, right? You only give up when you break your form. That's 13. Probably could do 15. But yeah, that's how you're supposed to be doing a push-up, a pull-up, a regular pull-up, right? Excuse me. You're dead hanging, meaning you're just hanging there like this, right? Arms shoulder width apart, a little bit shoulder width apart, depending on your arm length, you know. But it's not close, and we're not going, you know, wild like we're trying to come up like Jesus, right? And you're pulling with your elbows, trying to bring your elbows to your side, basically, with no movement, no kipping or none of that, right? So just basically, that's it, right? There ain't nothing extra. It's overhand, underhand is chin-ups, right? And then you're just coming down all the way and then pulling back up. All right. So I did 13. Probably could do 15, but we're just gonna stick to 13. The exercise we're gonna start off, obviously, is the pull-ups. So we're gonna do 60% of our max. So for me, Ooh. Let me get my calculator out. So 7 or 8, I'll do 8. I'll do 8 basically. Let me see what it says. Yeah, so we're gonna do yeah, so we're gonna do 8 of them. So basic, yeah, 8 regular pull-ups, just for 1 set. The next exercise is gonna be dead hangs. We're gonna do 6 sets of 10 to 20 seconds, right? So in total, just like how we was doing with the calisthenics program, you know, it was 4 exercises, 3 to 5 sets. That's 20 minutes. 20 minutes, right? A minute each exercise every fucking round, right? So we getting like 3 to 5 minutes of work for a certain exercise, whereas people don't get that much, and that's what we were doing. Yeah, it's a lot. It seems like a lot on paper, but once you get used to where it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, you know, and yada yada yada, know how much rest I need and know how to improve, that's when it gets smooth transition. So like I said, and then after the dead hangs, it's going to be scapula pulls. Same thing as hanging there, but we're going to pull where our scapulas are basically trying opposite of shrugging your shoulders. So you're just you know, pushing them down basically. So we're going to start it off with 8 sets of pull-ups, right? And don't have to try to do them as fast as you can. You can take your time, right? But remember, we're trying to do 8 of them unbroken, right? Without jumping off, because that's only 60% of our max. You're above half-assing what you're doing. Well, what you can do, your limits. Alright, so let's get it. 8. Oh, and then also, chin over the bar is the standard. But what we try to do at Bugs Fitness, rolling with the push-up guy, we trying to hit bar, right? We push ourselves trying to hit bar. I can't do it right now because I've been doing muscle ups and a bunch of shit. Check my Instagram, bugs_fitness, to see what I do. But yeah. And then after you do that, 30 seconds to a minute rest. And then we go into dead hangs. 6 sets, 20 seconds. 10, 20 seconds. If you're doing 10 seconds, I would suggest don't do more than 30, only do 30. Don't go over 30, 45 seconds for your rest, and then 20 seconds. Try to not go over 45. All right. I gotta customize the timer. So for me, I'm gonna do 20 seconds. For beginners, if you're just starting, 10 seconds. Right? It's gonna be a total of 2 minutes for a max, a minute for beginners. And start right now. And then you can alternate grip, you know. I mean, obviously overhand, but I'm talking about like wrapping your whole arm around it versus, I guess they call it suicide. All right. Then you're gonna take a rest. And this might not seem like a lot, but you gotta remember, when you're going after a goal or a challenge, or you starting something on your journey or a new path, you gotta add prioritize fundamentals and key elements, right? The key elements is forearm, shoulders, and core. Your core is there to keep you stabilized and not swinging all the way and wasting energy trying to pull yourself up. All right, here goes my second one. Right, your forearm, which we're working on right now, is basically so you can hold on to keep on doing push-ups. Because if you can't hold on, if you can't hold on for like 30 seconds, a minute, how you gonna be able to do 10 plus push-ups or 10 plus pull-ups? How you gonna be able to pull yourself up if you can't even hold yourself? You gotta be able to hold yourself before pulling. If you can't hold the weight, you can't move the weight, right? Third set. And then if you need to, you can always use bands. I showed it in my other videos. And if you don't have a pull-up bar, I mean, you just do what I do. Go to the park. Use the jungle gym at the park. I mean, most parks don't have pull-up bars, but they have jungle gyms. They have other stuff, right? If you're really serious about your fitness, right, and you don't want to go to the gym, invest. In the long run, it's cheaper to invest. It's like what? Facebook Marketplace here and get you a pull-up bar that you could put on the door for like 10, 20 bucks. Or get you a pull-up stand that's durable, around 50. You can get a full squat rack where you can do squats, bench, pull-ups, and all that for only a couple hundred. And this is used, I'm talking about. New is like through the roof. That's why I'm saying use first. But yeah, key elements, guys. Got forearms, core, and your shoulders, because pulling yourself up, healthy shoulders, you gotta be able to do the movements and all that. Right. We're not worried about the other key elements for pull-ups, because you don't use your ankles or knees for pull-ups. But you should always treat all the key elements equal, basically. Because it's better to be prepared, always be prepared for nothing than to be unprepared for everything, right? Because I know people be like, oh, calisthenics, or doing muscle up or pistol squat or one arm push up or a front lever or planche, how is that going to help in my like real life? I think it's gonna be my last one. But it's like when I'm going to be in a scenario where I'm like on the edge of a fucking cliff and I'm hanging on for dear life and all that. And it's like it don't have to be like that, but you know, somebody could be working on a roof replacing shingles or something. Somebody slip and fall, you holding them up, you trying to pull them up, you know, something like that. Or not even that, lifting, moving stuff. We do that every single day. Push-ups, you get off the, like I said before, I'm not saying like the basic, the average person should be doing front planche and muscle ups, but the average person should be able to do push-ups, squats, the basics, the fundamentals, right? The simplest exercise, right? The muscle ups and all that shit, that's advanced shit for people who should already understand and or master the basics. Because there's no point of being able to run perfectly, but when you walk, it hurts you and shit. Like you walking like this and shit, and it's like you're not walking right, but you running because you skip the fucking fundamentals. You skip steps. Like it's a journey, not a race. Because it's like you don't need to do a muscle up to lift yourself. Or let's say there's been many situations where I had to hop a fence, right? Where it's the gates lock and I had to get out of the facility, or you know, there ain't no other way and I got here too late, or you know, I'm getting chased by a dog. The shit's happening, right? Alright, and then we're gonna go on to the scapulars, 2 sets of 6, and then that's pulling, and I'll show you though. So you just hang in there and alright. And it's like even then, like you don't have to do 50 or 100 pull-ups. You just gotta condition your body to do that, to be like, oh, I'm comfortable doing this, right? Like I'm comfortable moving it's your fucking body weight. It's your body. If you can't move and control your body, then what are you working out for? What are you training for? Like, come on now. Alright, so we got scapular pulls. I'll show you from the back. No homo. Tony Romo. And then it's like, even with this, like, you can still regress it, even though we're working on the fundamentals, right? For example, first time even moving, stick to the inverted rows or use bands, right? Alright. Alright. And that's basically it. It's just a re-exercise. The main exercise, an exercise that's gonna help you. If it's not one of the best exercises gonna help you with your pull-ups, it's the second best. It's the best supporting. It's like the best supporting actor in your favorite fucking movie, right? Dead hang, working on forearms, right? The best forearm exercise for pull-ups, right? Because it's the same thing as pull-ups, but you're not pulling yourself up. And if you can't hang there, you can't pull yourself up, right? And then scapular pulls, which is basically, if you break it down into many steps, right? Very detailed. That's one of the first steps to pulling, right? Grab the bar, hang there, and then scapular pull to pull, right? That's basically what it is. You're working on the fundamentals, right? Fundamentals is basically making whatever the exercise, challenge, goal, whatever it is, breaking it into its simplest form. Breaking into its simplest form, right? So, get the dead hang and scapular pulls. There's many ways to break it down in its simplest form. There's many ways to cook chicken. There's many ways to get from point A to point B, right? But from experience, this is one of the best ways. So stay tuned. We got more coming tomorrow. It's gonna be day 3. This is day 1 and 2 because we did our max to see where we're at, which was for me 13 pull-ups. Probably could do 15, but we're gonna stick to 13. And then we did the exercise that you can add to your workout. It's not a whole separate workout, so it's not like, oh, I gotta do this workout and my workout. It's a workout, or you could say it's a workout by itself that you can add to your own routine. But stay tuned. We got more coming soon. This is another day 30 for y'all. First one was introducing y'all to the calisthenics, helping y'all with the fundamentals, getting y'all that jump start so y'all can, be better than most. Now we're at pull-ups. We're trying to get better than the goods, the greats. We're trying to become gods here with the push-up guy, right? I'm trying to help y'all go from 0 push-ups to 0 pull-ups to pull-ups to eventually muscle-ups. All right? So like, follow, comment, subscribe. It's the Push-Up Guy, and we outside.